Now, it's time for Straight on the Point with your host from some undisclosed location. Here's Jesse T.
Well. Good to be back with you. The Brown Beauty is back on duty. This is Jesse Terrero. I'm getting a lot of echo here. So let's see if we can cut that off right now. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, there we go. Hey, we got it there for you. Just real good like that. And we'll kind of switch this button over here like this and see if we can hear you a little bit better. That's right, we can. Hey, it's good to have you with us here at thepowerofvoices.com, and we're going on Facebook Live here in just a second, but it's good to have you at www.thepowerofvoices.com. The light seems to be okay. Let's kind of adjust that a little bit. Hopefully that's not too bright. It looks pretty good, at least from where I'm seeing. And it's also good to have you on now on the Instagram Live as we go live there as well. Good to have you with us on Instagram Live. I got my trusty magnifying glass that's like 100 years old. And yes, I did break it there a long time ago. A family heirloom. Can you imagine this? This was passed down to my mother from my grandma and grandpa from the early days of the late 19th century. Yes, the 1890s. And I got it, and I broke the glass lens right there a long time ago. Well, let's see. You can't hear us. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. Thanks, Bruce. Let's turn it on because I'm sure that's what we have to do. Yeah, that's right. Now you can hear us nice and clear. That's better, Bruce, isn't it? Can you hear me now? Thanks for giving us the heads up, Bruce, on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Jesse Terrero. And, Bruce, you should be able to check it out right now and hear it. Let me know if you can. All right, cool. Thanks a lot. Hey, saying hi to all kinds of people who are checking in. The reason why I have this is because I cannot see a thing over about 6 inches. But I did get a couple of new prescriptions for some glasses. And so I'm going to be getting those pretty soon, some new ones here. Now he hears me. Okay, that's good. Saying hi to DP Trucking 1 and the Martial Arts Woman. And Jimenez Luis 85. Jimenez Luis 85. Thanks a lot, Martial Arts Woman, for checking in, and DP Truckin' 1. You know, my grandfather was a long-haul truck driver in the 1920s with those big old steering wheels, you know how they had in the flat-nosed trucks. Man, that was a hard ride. He had like 21 gears. He had to go through 3 different stick shifts. He had to hold the wheel, shift with his legs, shift with his hands. It was a different kind of truck driving then across the country. There were no freeways or highways, man. It was all like back roads and what a bummer it was. So hired by Jack Warner to work at the Warner Brothers studio here, and he stayed there for 51 years. As the story goes, he was delivering some pianos from Chicago, grand pianos, but he had those, what do they call those, stand-up pianos? And excuse me, and so he had one. He had a whole bunch truck full of for something in the 1920s when the sound first came out. Musicals were the big thing, and rightfully so, because people were able to hear music for the first time, as well as the talkies. So they were in Chicago. Chicago was the closest place. New York was farther. So he trucked out lots of stuff here to the studios over that decade when he was driving prior to being hired at Warner Brothers. So as the story unfolds, he was delivering a bunch of stand-up pianos to Warner Brothers, right there where Warner Brothers exists. It was a big old country boy. He was a big old Pana, Illinois farm boy. He was about 6'2", 6'3", 300 pounds, wibbly wobbly walrus fat on that man. He was hard as a rock, had the head the size of 2 basketballs, and he had these baby blue silver eyes. with this red hair. He was a Scotch Irishman. That's where I get my mix. Italian Spanish. There you go. Yeah. That's how you get the brown beauty on duty. That's right, Jesse T on everywhere for the community to the world. And so he used to sell these pianos. I don't know if you know anything about stand-up pianos, but they have two straps in the back, two holders in the back, and he would take the moving strap, grab the strap, and wrap it around those moving pegs in the back, and then get on the back there and bend down and pick that piano up on his back, on his shoulders. He had a huge back. He was a huge man, and he would walk that piano in. And so he was walking the piano in to the staircase at the Warner Brothers Studios, where the main offices used to be. They're no longer there, but the building is there. And Jack Warner popped out of his office upstairs and said, hey, boy, get that piano up here. Hey, boy. Yeah, you didn't call my grandfather a boy. That's for sure, especially not in that time. Because when you yell, hey, boy, to somebody in that time, it meant a whole different thing than it means today. Hey, boy, get that piano up here. So my father said, looked at him, got the piano on his back. He's walking with it like a big, giant grizzly bear. He drops the piano right there at the staircase, and he says, don't you ever call me boy. You bleepity bleep, bleepity bleep, and come on down here, and I'll show you how much a boy I am. You bleepity bleep bleep. So Jack Warner looked at him and said, just stared at him. And my grandfather said, not much. And Jack Warner said, you want a job? And my grandfather said, you can take your bleepity bleep job and stick it up your bleepity bleep where the sun don't shine in that bleepity bleep, boy. He got in his truck and drove back to Chicago, Illinois. But on the way out of Burbank, he bought a house. He bought a house in Burbank that day, as the family tells the story. Went back to Chicago. They rented the house out here for a number of years, but then he came back and then got a job there at Warner Brothers and lived in Burbank. And that's kind of how that story was, and that's how it went. And he went to the war, spent 5 years down in Panama, dredging the Panama Canal and shooting at Japanese U-boats and German U-boats as they tried to attack the Panama Canal during World War II. Then he came back after 4 or 5 years, and they resided at Brothers, and then for 51 years total, he spent a lifetime at Warner Brothers. Jay Glenore. So that's how that goes there, and that's how I came to be a part of the entertainment industry. I am third generation. My dad did 37 years at 20th Century Fox, like prison. Well, the industry is like prison. It really is. You get bit with the bug, and, well, it never lets you go. AVTV Live, Jesse Terrero with you on the Digital Broadcasting TV Network, Facebook.com. People ask me all the time, what is that? Well, that's Facebook.com/Jesse Terrero. It's Facebook.com/Straight on the Point. It's Facebook.com/The Power of Voices. It's ThePowerOfVoices.com. It's AVEntertainmentLive.com. It's YouTube Live, The Power of Voices. It's Ustream, Upeak, Livestream, Instagram Live, or Instagram Live audience. Hey, how you doing? And Periscope, Snapchat. It's also Diggy, Reddit, G or Google Plus. It's also Tumblr and LinkedIn and Blogger and Twitter. So it's on a whole network power of what we do here on AVTV Live and the Digital Broadcasting TV Network. Now, world everywhere on God's blue, green earth, and you can get it here, or you can also get it straight mainline to you at thepowerofvoices.com. Saying hi to have you along with us. You used to date Elvis Presley, I believe. Yeah, that's right. Well, she knew. So we've got a lot of good things coming up here today. Thanking my guests so far this week. We have to thank Rich Graff, who's now back in New York, a fine actor. And look forward to him in a couple of things, My Dead Boyfriend and a couple of sci-fi series, or the AMC series, that is, The Making of the Mob. Also, Scott was terrific. We had a lot of fun with Scott. He sure was a lot of fun. A movie called Holy Terror, a horror project. So we got some more guests coming up this week as we start booking them up here for this week, the end of this week, and next week, and so forth. But today, and the Brown Beauty on duty. So we're going to cover some stuff here to kind of get a little what I mean. Jesse's a little bit aggravated today. Jesse's a little bit agitated today. I'm agitated. And you know what that means. That means I got to point some fingers, stomp my feet, and say, hey, what's going on? So we're going to get into that right now. Got a little different setup on my big screen, one of my big screen computers behind me, and that should pipe up there in a second. Woo! Look at that baby. My goodness, that thing just popped up faster than, well, yeah. Oh, there was a time. Yes, there was a time, but that time gone by. As I am an old man. All right, hey, you can check us out always at 424-227-94. Well, who else is checking in on Instagram Live? Boy, who else is checking in? Oh, we got Running Water. Running Water, like he says, water takes the shape of everything. You know, there's a 5-element fighting system that I've learned from 5-element fighting system, and it's really a good way to live your life. Number one, it's water. Water is number one. Number two element, fire. Fire is the number two element. Number three is wood. Number three is the third element, wood. Earth. Earth is the fourth element. And number five is metal. Metal is the fifth element. Yeah, it all kind of mixes together too. It's really cool how that works. So a couple of things I wanted to talk about and jump into real quick here. Also chime in if you want to ask a question. We will certainly, hey, I'm Jesse T, and I can't help but being me. Hey, I'll put you on. I'm going to put you on. That's all right, but I'm going to get your intent on. So, and the power of voices. Getting my my Samsung Galaxy S8. I think I have been waiting for the Note 8, and I want to get that to you, where your fingers are so fat that you can't. So you say something, you say, "Hey, your special one," or somebody. And make the day geeky super like God sing get that money. Text from, and they think you're a crackhead or on meth or drug. Oh my Lord. It's unbelievable. So that's why I like that stocking thing, you know, pinpoint, and I can get my rice. I am not rice. Oh, Susan, baby. You know, a lot of people don't understand what a national, there is nobody higher in government. It's usually somebody they've known for a period of time. They trust their words. They trust their ideas. They trust what they're talking about. They trust their education. They trust their particular parties. So Susan Rice was handpicked by President Obama. I don't my lips every time I say Obama. Obama. Anyway, she was handpicked by him to be a national security advisor. He was fired today. Well, he wasn't really fired. He was after the election anyway. I'm glad to see. It's like, you get married to somebody and you don't know their bag. Some of these people today you see in the social network, online and on TV, and the baggage they carry. Oh my Lord, drive me insane. I'd rather be single. Get up with some baggage. But so Steve Bannon had a lot of baggage. So they let him go, or figure of national security advisors that the president had. Henry Kissinger was a national advisor when that kind of first started after JFK. And right around that time is when national security advisors came in, and there was only one or two. So all the advisors, they answered directly to the president. They are like in his gates. They know when he goes to the bathroom. They know last Tuesday night. They know when he's upset. They know when. They know everything. They know everything about the president. And they also know everything the president's doing, how they're thinking, the direction, the psychology, the philosophy. A very important position. Answers only to the president and nobody else, unless they get in trouble. Susan Rice is in a hole because she couldn't keep her big mouth shut. I mean, it's just that simple. And now she knows a little bit, and now, boy, she has no, because she couldn't keep her big mouth shut. Losing ships, when they say run silent, run deep, they mean shut up, don't, and knows. That's kind of what that means. But, everybody in Washington, D.C., especially when the cat's away, and we know Obama is way out of this under federal government. Well, they say that's what a lot of sure seems like kind of positioning herself for some other gig, I guess, and she just wants to be the superstar that she is, and right you are. I don't know what goes in these people's heads. Did you not just make a note of your needs and desires and wants? Can you not already take care of your family? I mean, really? I kind of look at things from a very kind of colloquial kind of way, real life way, rather than the alphabet soup guys and gals that got a whole bunch of degrees of alphabet soup in front of them and behind them. Saying hi to Sabrina Anna Hawes. Thanks a lot for having us on, Sabrina. And Jeffrey Shabbatz, we appreciate that. So Susan Rice is in a lot of trouble. On Monday, of course, Bloomberg dropped an explosive allegations to add to the monitor surveillance. Wrongful surveillance. National Security Advisor Susan Rice sought the identities of U.S. citizens whose names were masked and intel reports related to the Trump transition. The smoking gun, Senator Rand Paul called it, raises the questions of how far up the chain of command the Trump surveillance went. She's in a whole heap of trouble. This thing is about to unravel and make Watergate look like chump change. I'm telling you, it is. And it's going to go far, wide, and deep, baby. Now, if Rice ordered the so-called unmasking of U.S. citizens' names, did the President Obama know about it? Was the unmasking par for the course surveillance, or was it an aberration and perhaps unlawful? The answer to the former question will come in time, I'm sure. Answering the later mandates a detailed look at the Constitution, statute, and relevant regulations. Now, the Fourth Amendment shields American citizens from unreasonable search and seizure of not only their personal belongings, but also their private communications. This is why government officials must make their case to a FISA court. And in a FISA court, they always win. The government never loses. In thousands and thousands of cases of FISA court, FISA never turns down the government. So, that's like a sham court. That's like a Barnum and Bailey court. Anyhow, they seek to monitor a citizen suspected of acting as an agent of a foreign power. Now, these FISA requirements protect U.S. citizens from direct surveillance, but they are also safeguards for indirect surveillance. For example, it is routine for the government to monitor the communications of foreign diplomats, but if during the process officials encounter a U.S. citizen taking part in the conversation himself, the government has very specific instructions minimizing the right of surveillance of the U.S. citizen. At that point, or at the point of stumbling upon a U.S. citizen, minimization procedures come into play. That's U.S. Law 50 U.S.C. Code 1801 specifically defines these minimization procedures as specific procedures to minimize the acquisition and retention and prohibit the dissemination of non-publicly available information concerning unconsenting United States persons. Okay, now all that means this, Heather Hawes. All that means this, everybody, is that she opened her big mouth and General Flynn's name was exposed, and it really shouldn't have been, because the communications that his name came through were not part of an investigation on him, in a nutshell. So his rights as an American citizen were violated. And Susan Rice, yes, old Susan Rice, is in serious hot trouble. And remember, I started this conversation saying that the National Security Advisor does not talk to anybody else except the President of the United States. So we'll see just how far this goes. And as far as the Ruskies, yes, those Ruskies, don't worry about those Ruskies. They tried to play with everybody's government and voting process around the world. Russia, folks, what you don't know about Russia is that they are in a terrible, terrible, terrible situation. More people are leaving Russia than are going there. It seems like all the cute chicks are leaving Russia through mail order brides, and they're meeting all these people on internet and marrying Americans and anywhere else to get out of that country. And some of the ladies in Russia are so very beautiful, and they're all leaving Russia. Man, that's going to be a population of some ugly people up there pretty soon. All the pretty ones are leaving. Yeah, that DNA bath is going to get real thin. But their population is dwindling. They're not making babies either. They're not doing a lot of hunga, love making baby. No, they're not. They're not jamming, whamming, and blamming, babe. Not like mama. No. They're just like getting drunk. I don't know what they're doing. They're getting drunk and they're creating organized crime and doing cyber attacks. That's what they do. But really, honestly, the population is dwindling. Nobody is crossing their border to go into their nation illegally or legally. No one wants to go live in Russia. Would you like to go live in Russia? Ain't nobody Russian to get into Russia to become a Russian. Think about that one for a second. Ain't nobody Russian to be Russian to become a Russian. Yeah, there's a play on words there. Jeff Langton's checking in with us, the Jolton J from San Jose, California. Thanks a lot, Jeff Langton. Check him out, man. He's got a great band. Check him out on IMDb. What a terrific actor. So, Russia's in a lot of trouble. They import a lot of their food. They have waste beyond waste and trash and bad air. They have pollution. They have 9 time zones across Russia. We have 3. They've got 9. There are people in Russia that don't even know where Russia ends or where Russia starts. It's so darn big that you can't even travel across Russia. My grandfather would not be able to drive from Chicago to Warner Brothers and drop off pianos in Russia. That would have taken him like a year. So Russia's huge. So many different languages, so many different ideas on how to do things. That's why Putin, a guy like Putin, rules that country with a strong iron fist. What a lot of folks really don't think about, I've come to the conclusion, is that the rest of the world doesn't work like America, guys. Wow. The rest of the world isn't a republic. I just wanted to make sure you understand that. The rest of the world really is really violent and dangerous and scary. It really is. The rest of the world outside our beautiful borders that we better build a wall tall and deep, wide, and very impenetrable. I mean, we got a wall called the Atlantic Ocean, and we have a wall called the Pacific Ocean. And God gave us those walls. And we got the Canadians, you know, they're good for us up there. So they're like a big giant wall. It's called the Canadian wall. So, but down yonder south, we got a big wall. So here's the point. We really have a different way of living, understanding a quality of life, and an understanding of lots of things that are different than the rest of the planet Earth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I know how to count. 3, 4, 5, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting. 6. I'm counting, okay? 6, 7, 8, 9, 41, 42, 40. 43 nations I've been to. And I've been to 300 U.S. cities. And I will tell you that none of the 300 U.S. cities I've been in are like anything the 43 nations I've been in. In fact, all the 300 cities in America are kind of the same, give or take. Y'all might speak like this down there in the South. Yeah, y'all got a good time with some crawdads. That's right down there in the South. That's right. Oh, or in Chicago, you might talk like a Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. It's really cold in Chicago. Or in New York, hey, yeah, what are you doing? Jersey and New York, yeah, yes, yeah, right? We have different dialects, but we don't have different accents. We really are one nation under God, indivisible, and justice for all. God bless America. That's really what we are. Indeed. So, but you go outside this country, man, you go outside this country, you in a whole heap of different stuff. Every time I went outside this country, even when it was New Zealand and Australia, like cool places, really cool places to go. I mean, they love Americans. And they love you, baby. Oh, they love you good. Oh, yeah, they love you good. Oh, I got a cramp. Got a cramp. Too much of that good loving, right? Places like Australia and New Zealand, you know, it's even scary there. I'll tell you why, because we don't have any idea what their laws are. We just kind of go by the good book. We kind of act like Americans when we go everywhere because we think that America is the whole planet. But what we realize when we come back is, whoa, England is a whole bunch different. And so is France. And forget about Europe. It's gone, man. I think that's like a combination of Islam and Apache. But that's what it's turning into in Europe. 20 years, Western white Caucasians, y'all gonna be overrun. That's right. Y'all gonna be overrun. Y'all better move to Norway if you're into that color stuff. Maybe go to Russia because the Europe is changing. That's why England didn't want to be a part of it anymore. It was just something economic and Brexit. They saw the future. They saw the future. They must have had some Chinese food on Tuesday night and cracked that little cookie and read the future, right? So the rest of the world is really dangerous. It's a scary place. It really is. I can't go back to Mexico ever. Seriously. As God is my witness and Spock is my idol. Live long and prosper. I cannot go back to Mexico. Seriously, I haven't been back to Mexico since 1994. I have not been back there, and I will never go to Mexico. I won't set one hair on my chinny chin chin in Mexico. Not because I don't like Mexicans. I like them just fine. They make some really good Mexican tacos. Yeah, I don't drink. I like them. I love the mariachi music. I love mariachi music. That's right. I do. Good people, good workers, smart, intelligent, strong. And if it wasn't for the Mexicans and the Central Americans, we would be in a population problem ourselves like Russia. Because y'all middle class Americans aren't making enough babies anymore. You aren't doing the love jams. The love jams. It's not happening enough anymore in this country. So for 60 years, they allowed a lot of Central Americans and Mexicans to come up here and start making some babies, baby. Because in Mexico, there's about 5.6 babies made per family. And in America, there's 1.8. But with the influx of illegal immigrants and immigrants that are legal, that's the only problem I have with the people that came here is they broke the crime to come here. So you got to do the time, whatever it is, whether you're caught now or you're caught 47 years from now, you do the crime, you got to do the time. Right? And so that's okay. You go back and you come back the right way. But that's the only problem I have with that and the Central Americans and the Asians and anybody who comes here illegally. I mean, if you were from Andromeda and you came here illegally, I'd want you to go back to Andromeda. I'd ask if I could go with you, though. That'd be kind of cool. You had to do some space travel. Yes, these are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise to seek out new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Yeah. Okay, so, but if it wasn't for the Mexicans and the Central Americans, we wouldn't be making enough babies. And demographic people and the people that have all that alphabet soup that do studying of baby making stuff, right? I mean, I did a lot of practicing. I don't make babies anymore. I just practice, and I don't perfectly practice because I don't want any more babies. I always make a mistake when I practice making babies, so I don't make any babies completely. Yes, thank you. Yes, all right. I just got myself in trouble with Mama T, I'm sure. Anyhow, here's the point. The point is, we baby boomers, we're not making enough babies. And so we would have followed the same population direction that Russia. Caucasians came from the Caucasus Mountains, the Baltic states. Caucasian is actually a Russian word, Caucasian. That's where it kind of came from. So here's the point. We have to understand that the rest of the world doesn't work like America. So the Russians have been trying to get into everybody's government gate and voting process for a long time, because what else do they have, really? Just to be the bully on the corner. China, we already controlled China through the Rothschild and Rockefeller people. Yes, the elite wealthy. Look about the Li family in China. Do some homework and research on them. And then they'll have a good discussion on whether they're part of the 13 families or so that run the planet Earth. We'll have that discussion. And let's see if they were bankrolled by the Rothschilds. Gee, when President Nixon went over there and he landed in China Chairman Mao. He met with Chairman Mao. Chairman Mao, right? They were still running bicycles and wearing gray suits and hats. Yeah. But what we didn't see is Air Force One. We saw that land with Henry Kissinger coming off the plane too. But what we didn't see was maybe the 25 or 50 other jets that landed right after that with all the top CEOs in America. Don't you think there was some deal making going on? Nothing is as it seems. And yeah, people say to me all the time, they say to me, you sometimes think wacky and wild. You're like the mad, mad world of entertainment. Am I? Do you really believe things are always as they seem? Do you really believe everything that you see, hear, and read? So, the Russians have been after all kinds of things. But do you really think that they're going to get in the United States government and really destroy our way to vote? This is all hype. This is all misdirection, like a magician, like a guy who does card tricks in front of you. It's misdirection. What is not misdirection, because Trump has already been clear to this, is Susan Rice. And that goes back to the Obama administration. So you see, you got to think about things in a little different way. And that's what I try to do. Hey, it's just me, Jesse T. All right, let's have some fun now and talk about a couple other things that I wanted to chat about real quickly here. And Dr. Phil, our man, Dr. Phil. You know who Dr. Phil is right there, right? You guys can see Dr. Phil. Sometimes I think he's full of it, Phil. I call him Full of It Phil. That's his nickname. Everybody has a nickname with me. Full of It Phil. That's right. Yeah, everybody gets a nickname. I don't know why. I just remember people with nicknames. And that's Full of It Phil. But he's got something right now, and it's like taking a truth pill. It really is. Dr. Phil reported on international pedophile ring. Okay. Most of you guys know that I am the director of the Coalition Against Human Trafficking here in Los Angeles, CAHT, CAUT. I've been fighting human trafficking for quite a while. We're setting up a nonprofit organization so that we can fund when victims get rescued, and very few of them do, so that we can fund and restart their lives and give them whatever that they need. That's taken a little more time than other nonprofit foundations, only because of budgetary conditions. But we're going to get that up and going this year, and I've been putting a lot of time into that. And the reason is because we are at epidemic levels in this country and in this world. The rest of the world is a very brutal, sickening, disgusting place. That's why we should just let them have the people that chop each other's head off over in the Middle East. We should have never, ever replaced Gaddafi. We should have never, ever took down Saddam Hussein. We should have never overthrew Mubarak. These are brutal, terrible, disgusting people. But for 1,400 years or so, that's all they've ever known over there. They're not ever going to be Americans. Never. Go figure. These Muslim Islam crazies want to come over here because they hate their country. All right? They're tired of living like that. So they don't like living like that anymore. So they want to come over to Europe, and then they change Europe to be what they just came from. Now, is that lunacy at its basic level? Then they want to come to America, destroy America, and then they don't want to replace it with anything better. They just want to do what they left. And the reason why they left is because they can't stand what they like, and they want to change what we've got into something they don't like already. Man, there's an oxymoron there. But here's the point. There's a lot of disgusting, sick things going on in this world, more now than ever before, because of what you are watching me on, the internet, the computer. All the studies say. And I can say that after 96, when the internet really became something that was, easy to use and function, or started to get function in the early 2000s, I can safely say that, yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. So, here's the point of this. We have pedophilia, we have perverts, we have pimps, primarily like I like to fight. We have human traffickers, we have rapers, we have disgusting child abusers, we have people that sodomize kids, we have people that hurt women, we have people that do the most brutal, disgusting things to underage people. We have slavery. We have all these things going on. And let me tell you, folks, it's going on in your backyard. Yep. Do you know that the average pedophile, by the time he gets caught, and I say he because most of them are he-haws, right? Not she-haws, they're he-haws, okay? By the time they get caught, they have committed that pedophilia perverted act a minimum of 289 times. I'm sorry. I had a tough life last week. It's the first time. Really, it's just my first time. I promise. I won't do it again. Oh my goodness, I can't believe what happened. No sympathy, no compassion, nothing. In fact, I think that's a capital offense. They should be destroyed. Have your trial. Then let me whack you. I'd sign up for that job. So, Dr. Phil reported on an international pedophile ring. Worldwide elite pedophile ring exposed on Dr. Phil's show. A worldwide pedophile ring. And he really went out on the limb because that show was pulled off the air. The networks won't run it again. What does that tell you? Conspiracy? Huh? What? Dr. Phil exposed an international pedophile ring. International. Every day on my website, facebook.com/Coalition Against Human Trafficking, I'm posting things of people that are getting busted, people we're looking for, people that need to be found, people that hurt children and women. I point the finger, I expose the name, I post it out. We got a coalition around America, not tens of thousands and millions like The Rock, but we've got enough in different little chapters in different states. Just a few people here or there trying to help out. And every day on facebook.com/Coalition Against Human Trafficking, I report about this kind of crap. In fact, I have a show that I'm pitching the networks called Man Tracker and His Hunters. Yeah, I'm the Man Tracker. You've probably seen the little sizzle reel I put together. That's gone out to a couple of people who are interested. Here's the point I'm trying to make, is that this is running wild and crazy. Dr. Phil, Jada Pickett Smith, Will Smith, Ashton Kutcher, Sophia Mills, Ashley Atwood. These are actresses and actors that are totally against us and fighting the fight. Just a few. This is disgusting stuff. And it has to stop. But I'm afraid it probably never will. So I just wanted to let you know, Dr. Phil had a great report about this. And I think it's very important that you keep your eyes open, your ears open, your head on a swivel. Check your six. Love your children. Make sure that they are always being watched by you and nobody else. Don't let them go on the internet. Regulate their Facebook. Regulate their time on the computer. I don't care what kind of crap they give you. It doesn't matter. They don't know what you know. And you don't ever want them to know that. Ever. You want them to know that they have no fear. You want them to know how to protect themselves. You want them to know how to keep their eyes up when they're walking down the street, not in their circle. Right? All right. So I just wanted to take a chat on that just a little bit because I think it's really important. It's an important thing to discuss these things, especially with what is going on in the world today. And it's just really disgusting and just so sickening. Now, this is my Straight on the Point site, and you'll see it here. I do a lot of stuff here, a lot of my prep show. There's a picture of me right there with some flyers we were passing out in this target area of Sun Valley that was really hit by lots of pimps, and we cleaned that area up after about 5.5, 6 years of working. I passed out thousands, like 30 or 40,000 of these things in that general area, but myself and so many others participated in that. A couple of things here I wanted to point out. Let's see if these posted up for me. We will certainly see right now if they did post up. Sometimes the computer does some weird things that I don't expect it to do. That's like a girlfriend. That's right. Or a boyfriend, or a wife, or a husband. They do weird things that you don't expect them to do. And boy, that catches you, doesn't it? All right. A couple more things I wanted to talk about. Oh, Ben Carson. El Stupido Ben Carson. Everybody thought he was a dum-dum. Dumb. Well, he just uncovered $500 billion in bookkeeping errors in the Obama's HUD. Yeah, HUD. That's what regulates all us real estate brokers and gives us the ability to have properties and money to sell. Part of it, a little more complicated than that. Ben Carson just uncovered $500 billion in lost money in the bookkeeping of HUD. Now, this is under the Obama administration. Gee, I wonder where all that money went. We know that a lot of it disappears in government today. Check it out. Ben Carson has revealed massive incompetence and possibly corruption in Obama's Department of Housing and Urban Development, with over $500 billion improperly accounted for. The Inspector General, IG, for the Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, revealed this week that for 3 straight years, Obama's HUD staff cooked the books, baby. Yeah, these people wouldn't know a balance sheet fitted on top of their foreheads. HUD's books are in such bad shape that the IG can't complete an audit on their second try. The first try was so terrible. Now they're trying to do it again. It's such in bad shape. We're talking trillions and trillions of dollars. How come that's not in the news? I mean, we talk about government waste. Why is that not in the news? Why do we really care what Ivanka Trump is doing? What does that mean? How silly. You know, CNN doesn't even report on the Susan Rice thing. Can you imagine? Wow. I guess they're not. Oh, yeah, that's right. They're a fake news station. That's what they are. Yeah. Sorry about that. I sometimes forget about CNN, fake news station. Oh, there's our wonderful liar, Susan Rice. Yes, we love her. We really do. Why are we reporting on this? I have lots of police officer clients and sheriff clients in my real estate and loan business. And so I get the inside scoop on the real deal stuff at the street level and what the coppers and the deputies are really doing and how the police forces here in Los Angeles really, really work. 9 officers died in the past 13 days in these states, in Texas, California. I can't even name all these states. Rhode Island. Let's see. Let's go here and see if we can bring that up. 9 officers died in these states in 13 days. Now, why are we not reporting on that? Why do we not report on the policemen and women who are getting murdered just for doing their jobs? 9 officers died in the past 13 days in these states. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 states for just doing their job. Hey, if you went to work today, whatever you're doing, and you got shot, murdered for doing your job, that wouldn't be cool, would it? I don't think so. Yeah. 9 officers. How come Black Lives Matters isn't there? How come CNN isn't there? How come all the do-gooders aren't there? Why? 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 Do they not matter? No, they don't matter. How come the Black Panthers aren't there? Why? Where's Sharpton? Where's the NAACP? I don't know. Why does nobody care about this? Why does the United Auto Workers not care about this? Why do the Teamsters not care about this? Why does SAG and AFTRA not care about this? You know why? Because America just doesn't care anymore. Think about that one. Well, I care. I'm Jesse T, and I can't help but being me, Jesse T. You entered the world according to Torero. You're straight on the point every Monday through Friday right here from 5 to 6. Covered a lot of material today. Just wanted to touch on some stuff because I was aggravated and agitated. I feel better. I feel better. I feel good. Like sugar and spice. Yes, my man, James Brown. Loved him so much. So thanks a lot for joining us on Facebook.com/Jesse Torero. We're archived there on YouTube Live, The Power of Voices. The website, powervoices.com, ABTV Live, ABTEntertainmentLive.com. Also, Instagram. Thank you for checking in with us. Man, there's so many names. Got to be like 30 or 40 names today. Thank you very much. That means like 400 in the background that aren't chiming in that way. But hey, good to have you along with us. Hey, we're going to have a great time tonight. I hope you have an excellent time tonight. I'm going to go train. Got to get ready for the Spartan race, December 10th. It's Jesse Torero. Good to have you with us. We'll see you tomorrow right here at 5 o'clock. The Brown Beauty is off duty. See ya. Bam. See ya.